Sorry, you are
A Bulls fan.
a Bulls fan. I can remember you from somewhere.
Yeah, Bulls fan,
Vaguely.
903, 74.
I had a friend, Johan, who looks just like you.
It's been. When did we last make a video?
Together.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, last year, definitely last year, definitely
Oh.
not this year.
Yeah. What's changed? I'm drinking gin. It's Monday.
Yeah, it's Monday,
So-
drinking gin, drinking beer.
What beer are you
Yeah,
having
we
there?
had to take a bit of a holiday season, but
But we did not stop watching rugby. That's
no,
for sure.
we didn't stop watching rugby. We're trying to get back into things. And definitely, what's today's date? So it was the 19th. So it was definitely an interesting weekend of European
Yes.
Champions Cup rugby. Getting into that as well.
Mm.
It is sort of, you can start feeling the vibe, especially now with the last 16, that it is sort of an elite competition.
Yeah. Where do you want to start?
I'm just going to do some interesting results and then the games that we took time to watch, because obviously a lot of the games are played at the same time, so we can't watch everything,
Yeah.
but we just have to make sure that that's in there. Glasgow Warriors beating Toulon was quite a big one at the start of the weekend for me. Didn't manage to watch it, but 29-5 convincing.
Massive.
Just from a URC perspective, I think that's quite cool that a Scottish team managed to beat one of the top French teams.
But we have said it a few times now in our videos that the Glasgow Warriors are gone are the days of losing to Leinster
Yeah,
78-5 or whatever.
they must just hold on to their quality South African coach
Yeah, and players.
and players.
Do they have it? I actually don't know if they have any.
But there was a couple of weekends ago, or a round ago, where a lot of the URC teams lost.
Yeah.
So this was a very good round for the URC teams. Connacht beat Bristol 27-10. And
Bristol
then,
didn't impress me. The Bulls played against them
yeah,
last
they
week,
weren't
2
great.
weeks ago.
That was an away game, and they sort of went up to it.
Yeah.
The Bulls, I think, are in a good space because of combinations.
We'll get there.
Good combinations. That is the next game.
Oh, that's the next game.
Yeah.
Yes, I was at that game.
Bulls Bordeaux.
It was very
Bordeaux's
hot.
been on a very good run. They were unbeaten before this game. So yeah,
And they look it.
yeah.
Very solid. Their forwards are hectic strong. Like at every single ruck, I felt like we could lose the ball.
Yeah.
Our scrumming was pretty good though.
Yeah.
I wasn't that impressed with Nkunu when he came on.
No, that's
He
the
struggled a little bit,
yeah.
especially when we were like under a little bit of pressure. It
Yeah.
felt like every time he got the ball, he was getting smashed backwards.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's start at the beginning. So basically, we flew into a bit of a lead.
Yeah.
Um,
First a disallowed try from
Disallowed try.
Cameron Arnekom, where there was separation.
yeah,
But we were,
they got a yellow,
yeah.
and it was our guy from the Lions,
Yes.
Sardi, I think. Carlo Sardi got the yellow.
Yes.
for
Oh, yes. The guy with the
Balkendorp.
tree trunks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he went off, and then we
Yeah,
managed
for a
to score
scrum
a try.
infringement or something. Yeah.
And then they quite easily actually broke back and scored a try themselves.
Yeah.
And then we obviously pushed on and scored another try. That was 14-7.
Yeah. It was 14-7 at some stage.
I don't know, I think it went to 21-7 then as well.
Yes.
We also got a yellow.
Yeah.
Gerard Steenekamp knocking the ball out of a ruck
Yes.
or out of someone's hands or whatever.
Yeah.
And then whenever we looked like we were going to now break away,
Yeah.
then Bordeaux stayed in the
Yeah.
game. They came back with a try or two, and eventually it was like 40 points all almost,
Yes.
Yeah.
It was way too close.
or 43-40 or something.
It was
crazy.
46-40 the final score.
That was the final score, yeah.
But yeah, we sort of tried to keep playing. For what I saw was that we just managed to play at a slightly higher intensity.
Yeah.
And it might sound weird to say that with them getting 40 points, but for most part of the game, it seems like our defense sort of knocked them back. Our rush defense was very good. We rushed quite quickly and we were quite effective in making tackles. And then it sort of just felt as if we also ran out of steam
Yeah.
in the end, and they just managed to play at altitude at that high intensity and
6
kept
tries
themselves
all.
in the game. Yeah, 6 tries all. Sure. So it was just the 2 penalties, the difference, but a absolutely crucial win.
Yeah.
Because now we're playing at home against Lyon, who's not having a great season.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were good a season ago, but
it will be interesting to see whether we change our tactic a little bit for that game in April.
yeah.
Like not going for posts when the points are on offer easily.
Yeah.
Easy points are on offer. I think in a knockout game we must maybe take those points.
Yes, no, definitely we'll have to. But it's sort of, it seemed provincial, like throwing the ball around and
Remind
taking
me
a
of
few
Super
risks.
Rugby.
Yeah, it did remind a bit of
It's like
Super
the
Rugby.
Otago Highlanders playing
Yeah.
the Northern Bulls.
What I do really like is the continuity in the back line specifically. The Kriel-Gans combination, I know David Kriel, we're sort of up and down with them. The new guys, the Klerk looks good. I like Gumede. I think he can probably get over the advantage line a little bit
when
more.
you see him live,
Yeah.
he's impressive.
Yeah, he's an impressive
He smashes
player.
people,
Yeah.
at least on attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jan-Hendrik Wessels is starting to show what all the hype was about, converting from prop to hooker,
Yeah.
starting a game, which is quite rare for
Lost
him.
his way a little bit with his thrones.
Yeah, that's probably the really technical stuff is probably where he'll need to
Lack.
work on more, because he was a prop.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's had quite a lot of time in there, but his mobility and his power and stuff, there's no question about that.
Billy had a good game.
Billy had a good game. Yeah, I thought about it when we scored one of the Bulls' tries, is that it's just that, I know it's high risk, but the pass is so flat and accurate
Yeah.
to de Klerk, and then it came back infield that he just beats the man with the pass, and that's, we sort of forget how valuable that is, and he's still playing at a very high level.
A lot of vision.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I liked it all round.
Papier played well as well. He's actually having a great season.
Yeah, he
for
was
me.
clearing the ruck quite quickly.
He's playing pretty well.
And he's so quick when he decides to go on his own.
That try he scored where he sort of took the gap and then he like sidestepped.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't sidestep. He like ran around the guy, but with not like a
Yes.
big area to do it.
Yeah.
Ran around the fullback. You know?
Yeah. No, so that was really good.
It was just unfortunate that they basically did the exact same thing like when they kicked off. But anyway,
Okay, so I'll be moving on.
I think it's time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Harlequins beat Ulster. By a lot. Ulster not having the best time, not in the URC either. 47-19. Racing beat Cardiff. So this is where the URC teams didn't do that well.
Yeah.
48-26. Leinster beat Leicester.
I watched some of that game.
Yeah.
Like
It's been
Leicester
interesting.
was like on the attack for the period that I watched. It was like, must have been 15, 20 minutes. I started watching at about the 60th
I
minute.
thought that could be a little bit closer than it ended up being.
Yeah, but Leinster's defense is just crazy.
Yeah.
Like there's just no way through. And even though they were leading, I think the score at that time was like 21-10.
Yeah.
They just weren't giving Leicester like an inch.
Anything.
Wouldn't let them in.
They're the real deal.
They lack a little bit of something though, Leicester. They are not that like fluid. Is fluid the word? They're like sort of disjointed a little bit.
Yeah.
It seems like they try and, it could just be Leinster's defense, but it seems like they try and get around that defense and then that guy's kind of isolated and then it sort of breaks down from there.
It was a home game.
Yeah.
We would have expected more.
We had two guys there, Pollard and Visser, but they
Yeah.
didn't. Leinster's just too good.
Yeah. Munster lost to Northampton in a close one, 23-26. Would have liked it if they pulled that one through. Also at home, so that would be quite disappointing. And then in France, Stade Francais. Not currently the strongest French team, but a very good away win for the
Stormers game, yeah.
24-20, close game.
Close game, and the Stade
Slightly
Francais
disjointed.
they struggled in the scrum against the Stormers. The Stormers scrum was very good, and they gave away some yellow cards. And the Stormers managed to get ahead just based on that. So you know,
but you got to win
those.
the off days as well.
Yeah.
Saracens beat Lyon. Like we said, Lyon's not having the best season, 39-24. And the other standout team, home or away, La Rochelle is just still beats everyone.
Yeah. What was this?
They beat Sale at home, 37-24. So quite a high-scoring
That's a
game.
big score, eh?
Yeah.
And if you think La Rochelle is going to play Stormers,
Yeah. Boys are having a great time.
Yeah, the Stormers having to beat La Rochelle again in the round of 16 might be a bit tight. I mean, they only just beat them.
Yeah, that's going to be a very tough game for the Stormers. Yeah, they look good. They look good. They've got such massive forwards and just like a complete package.
That's all like
well coached.
Bordeaux actually reminded me a little bit of La Rochelle.
Yeah, also
in terms
big
of how
guys.
their forwards, just are like so imposing. And no, the French teams aren't bad, eh?
No, they're very good. Toulouse beat Bath 31-19. I thought Exeter would be better. They lost to Bayonne 40-17.
So Exeter losing to.
Lost to Bayonne by a long way. Yeah.
So the English team struggled. I mean, I think it was like a round or two ago where all their teams were kind of winning.
Yeah, no, they've got quite a strong team, but I think they're weaker than they were a couple of seasons ago. They won it a few seasons ago, in 2020 or something. Exeter.
Are you able to see there then
the fixtures?
Yeah, the fixtures.
Yes, I am. So Toulouse, Racing,
French derby,
Exeter, Bath, English game, both two English teams. Harlequins, Glasgow, so they'll be rooting for the URC team. Northampton, Munster, so that's a repeat of the last round where Northampton very narrowly won the game, but now they're at home. Munster just really are going to have to lift their game.
There are a lot of teams that go through in this competition.
Yes,
it's
the round of 16.
It's almost like hard not to make it through.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it seems like everyone
just goes through. So.
Yeah. Bulls Lyon at Loftus, we'll try and go to that one. That's all in April, the 5th of April.
Yeah.
Leinster, Leicester again.
Yes.
This time at Leinster.
Yeah.
So they'll be favourites. Bordeaux, Saracens, and then Stormers, La Rochelle. Okay, in Cape Town.
Yeah, so it's funny how many of these, how many of the games are the same as like a pool game.
Yeah.
What I mean is that we're playing against like the round robin teams. Do you hear that?
Yeah. Like it's
how
just
many
a
of them?
repeat.
Yeah.
Okay, just a quick mention just for the South African teams. I did not see Lions Ospreys, but at home apparently they just had bad discipline, 3 yellow cards in a short space of time, and the Lions lost to the Ospreys, to another URC team, 28-38, and I think they got knocked out. Oh no, they went through. They're playing Benetton next, and the Cheetahs lost to Wana. Is it like, how do you 28-2017? They also got a red card.
Like O-N,
with an X.
There's a whole bunch of Y's and X's,
OYONNAX. I just heard the guy saying Wana.
Wana.
So that's very, very disappointing for the Cheetahs, because they actually got knocked out in that game, and they got an early red card. I think it was for a mistimed. Well, not a mistimed jump. The opposition player jumped the 1R player, and he just got completely taken out and fell on his neck, and it was a straight red. So I think it was that Hartzenberg guy who got sent off. So that was probably hard to take. And then I watched the Sharks. Did you watch any of the Sharks Dragons game?
I watched some of it, and the Sharks were like struggling, but it was like very, very boring for a long while.
For 20 minutes to go, they started dominating the scrums, and they scored like 3 or 4 great tries.
Yeah.
And
so the Sharks, the Sharks scrum, like, is doing well. At least, like, that's one thing that's
the better Mpunu brother is at the Sharks.
I thought we were getting him.
He was good when he came on, good in the loose, good in everything.
I thought we had bought him.
No,
and I was like,
older brother.
Yeah.
And the commentators, I don't know how many times I said it's only the 4th game that they've won the entire season in all competitions.
Yeah.
And it's surprising. And then that Leroux Roots, that massive guy, he scored a try. He's good. I don't know what they must do. I don't know if Plumtree's the answer, but something needs to happen.
I heard actually that Jordan Hendrickse is maybe going there.
Oh, is it? And that would be good for him.
The reason I mention it is,
they're looking for a fly-off.
Bosch is sickling. I don't know what's going on with him.
I don't know. And Chamberlain, they said he's coming to the Bulls.
Yeah, possibly,
as a utility player, possibly playing fullback as well a bit. But you know what I want them to do is to with the money, to bring one of our very good South African coaches back to our shores, like a Johan Ackerman or a Brendan Venter or someone from Japan or somewhere.
I think isn't he? No, he left Gloucester, eh?
Yeah. No, he's in Japan, Ackerman.
And I saw Rowan Ackerman wants to play for the Springboks again, he says.
Oh, is it?
He wants to come back. He's like 28 or something.
Yeah, so they need to, I don't know what they're going to do. It seems like, from a football perspective, it seems like Real Madrid, who has all these superstars, but they just can't get them to gel. It just seems like they play 1-1, and then when Grant Williams came on and they started dominating the set piece, it looked amazing. But every time they play, we think, okay, now they need to build on this momentum, and they lose another game.
Yeah. It was a big victory in the end. It was like 29.
Yeah, it was very close.
Or something.
Until close to the end, and then they scored. But Grant Williams, that guy is quality.
Yeah,
he scored a few great tries. Yeah,
he's just got to tweak one or two things.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's it.
That's it. Cheers.
Cheers.